Right now, while you're watching this, thousands of people just like you are losing their jobs, not to other people, but to software that costs less than your monthly coffee budget. And the terrifying part? The companies replacing them aren't hiding it, they're bragging about it. But here's what they're not telling you. The people who understand how this technology works aren't getting replaced, they're getting rich off of it. In the next 15 minutes, you're going to see exactly how AI automation works, who's winning, who's losing, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to end up on the right side of this shift. Before we dive in, if you want more content like this that actually gives you the real picture, hit that like button right now, drop a comment telling me what you think about AI taking over jobs, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. It's going to matter. Let's start with something that happened inside Amazon, not the headline version, the real version. Amazon deployed AI systems across their logistics network and quietly eliminated over 100,000 warehouse coordination roles over 3 years. But in that same period, they hired 50,000 new people, AI trainers, automation supervisors, prompt engineers, data quality analysts. The ratio changed, the game changed, and most people had no idea it was even happening. That's the pattern, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. AI automation isn't one thing, it's a category. Think of it like electricity. When electricity became widespread, it didn't just replace candles, it created entirely new industries, new job categories, new ways of living that nobody had imagined before. AI automation is doing the exact same thing right now, but faster, much faster. There are 4 layers to how AI automation actually works in the real world, and most people only ever hear about the first one. The first layer is task automation. This is what makes the news. A chatbot handles customer service, a script writes product descriptions, an algorithm approves or denies loan applications. These are narrow, specific tasks being handed off to software, and yes, this eliminates certain roles, but it's the least interesting layer. The second layer is process automation. This is where things get serious. Instead of automating one task, entire workflows get automated end to end. A document comes in, AI reads it, categorizes it, extracts data, routes it to the right place, drafts a response, flags anything unusual, and logs everything, all without a single human involved. What used to take a team of 5 people and 2 days now takes 11 seconds. This is already happening at scale in finance, healthcare, legal, and logistics. The third layer is decision automation. This is where most people get uncomfortable. AI systems are now making decisions, not recommendations, actual decisions about pricing, hiring, content moderation, medical triage, credit risk, and supply chain management. The humans in the loop aren't reviewing every decision, they're reviewing the system. That's a completely different job than what existed 5 years ago. And the fourth layer, this is the one nobody talks about because it's still emerging, is autonomous agent automation. This is AI that doesn't just respond to instructions, it sets its own subtasks, uses tools, browses the internet, writes and runs code, and works towards a goal over hours or days without anyone telling it what to do at each step. Right now, these systems are early and unreliable, but they're improving at a rate that should make everyone pay attention. Now, here's the thing that most people get completely wrong. AI automation isn't a cost-cutting measure, and it is that, but that's the surface level. The deeper truth is this: AI automation is a leverage multiplier. It's not about replacing people. It's about what one person can now accomplish that used to require a whole organization. Think about what it took to launch a software product in 2010. You needed developers, designers, a QA team, a marketing department, a customer support team, a data analyst. Minimum viable team was probably 12 to 15 people. Today, one person with the right AI tools can build, launch, market, and support a product and scale it to thousands of users alone. That's not an exaggeration, that's happening right now. This is why the people who truly understand AI automation aren't afraid of it. They're using it as an unfair advantage.
So what are the actual tools doing the heavy lifting here? Let's get specific. In the content and marketing space, tools like automated content pipelines can take a single idea and spin it into blog posts, social media content, email sequences, and video scripts simultaneously. What a team of 6 content creators used to produce in a month can now be produced in a day. In software development, AI coding assistants have completely changed the productivity curve. Developers who use these tools effectively aren't just writing code faster, they're thinking at a higher level, focusing on architecture and problem solving while the AI handles implementation details. The best developers aren't threatened by this. They've multiplied their output by 3 or 4 times. In customer operations, AI-powered support systems now handle Tier 1 and Tier 2 customer issues without human involvement, and they do it 24 hours a day in multiple languages with perfect consistency. The humans who remain in customer support are handling complex, high-stakes situations that actually require judgment and empathy. In finance and accounting, document processing AI can extract data from invoices, contracts, and financial statements with higher accuracy than human data entry. Entire accounts payable departments are being restructured around this. But here's where the video gets interesting, because we've been talking about what's happening. Now let's talk about what's actually coming, and this is the part that most tech channels don't want to explain clearly, because it's complicated and a little bit unsettling. The companies at the frontier of AI development are all working towards the same thing. They call it different names: AGI, general intelligence, autonomous reasoning, but the direction is the same. Systems that can learn new tasks on their own, adapt to new environments, and solve problems they've never encountered before. We're not there yet, but the intermediate steps, the steps we're at right now, are already more powerful than most people realize. Right now, you can deploy an AI agent that will monitor your competitors' websites, track price changes, analyze their marketing messaging, identify gaps in their strategy, and produce a weekly briefing completely automatically. A year ago, that would have required a dedicated analyst. Today, it costs less than a business lunch. Right now, you can set up an automated pipeline that finds leads, researches them, personalizes outreach, follows up based on behavior, and books meetings without a human touching any individual step. Sales teams that used to have 10 SDRs doing manual outreach are moving to 2 people managing AI systems that do the work of 50. Right now, AI systems are reading scientific papers, identifying patterns across thousands of studies, generating hypotheses, and in some cases, running their own simulated experiments. Drug discovery timelines that used to span 15 years are being compressed to 5 or less. And here's the uncomfortable question that you should be sitting with right now, the one that nobody wants to say out loud. If AI can already do all of this, what does it do next? The answer depends on decisions being made right now by a relatively small number of people at a relatively small number of companies. And whether or not you're involved in those decisions, whether or not you even understand what's being decided, will have enormous implications for your life over the next decade. This is why understanding AI automation isn't optional anymore. It's not a nice-to-have skill, it's literacy. The same way that not understanding how the internet worked in 1999 put you at a disadvantage for the next 20 years, not understanding how AI automation works in 2025 will put you at a disadvantage for everything that comes after. So what do you actually do with this information? The people who are winning right now in the AI automation era share a few specific characteristics. They're not necessarily the most technical people. They're not necessarily the people who were first to hear about AI. They're the people who developed a specific combination of skills that AI systems currently can't replicate. The first skill is systems thinking, understanding how processes work end to end, knowing where the bottlenecks are, being able to see where automation creates leverage and where it creates fragility. This is a human skill that becomes more valuable as AI handles more execution. The second skill is judgment in ambiguous situations. AI systems are extraordinarily good at well-defined problems. They're still weak at situations that require weighing competing values, understanding unspoken context, and making calls that can't be evaluated by any clear metric. Human judgment in gray areas is increasingly premium. The third skill is the ability to work with AI effectively. This sounds obvious, but most people dramatically underestimate how different this skill is from using software. Working with AI well means knowing how to structure problems, how to evaluate outputs critically, how to iterate rapidly, and how to combine AI capabilities in ways that create something greater than the sum of the parts. People who are good at this are becoming some of the most valuable people in any organization. The fourth skill is communication and trust building. As more work gets automated, the remaining high-value human interactions carry more weight. The ability to build relationships, navigate politics, communicate under pressure, and earn trust. These become more valuable, not less, as AI takes over routine work. And here's the thing about all four of these skills. They're learnable. They're not inherent talent. They're things that can be developed deliberately. And the window to develop them, to position yourself on the right side of this transformation, is open right now. But that window doesn't stay open forever. The companies and individuals who move early on understanding AI automation aren't just getting a small edge, they're building compounding advantages. The data they collect, the systems they build, the workflows they optimize, these get better over time. The gap between people who engaged with this early and people who waited is going to be one of the defining economic stories of the next 20 years.